You're doing a wonderful job. Just stay tuned on Smart24 TV, the #1 business channel. You're choosing business rather than just entertainment. And this is what we give you as Smart24 TV, driving you through the business as it unfolds. Now, let's get into the business itself. Labor externalization has a very critical contribution, like we have mentioned before. It contributes to our GDP, but also it helps us solve the big problem of unemployment, which currently stands at the highest rates in history here in Uganda. Now, gentlemen, the question here could be, what can people trace about companies, especially now that we have so many, that they can be secure and know that if I go through this company, if the company has this and this and that, I am sure these people are not trafficking me? What criterion can people use, especially girls, young girls who have been taken through, for example, Kenya? We cannot overlook those cases where people have gone through Kenya and then found themselves in Saudi Arabia and nowhere to be found at the end of the day. So what can people out there have to know? What do they have to know at this point in time to safely move and get to work abroad?
All right, thank you very much for that question. And it's a good question. Like as I've said, we've been trying to do this to, inform and sensitize the public as individual companies, but now, like as we said, we came up with a new association that is ELAO, and now there are two. We're expecting to get more and more and get healthy competition. Number one, if you're there out in the public and you're a girl and you want to go to work as a housemaid in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, you have to go to a licensed company. Now, how do you know that this is a licensed company? Step number one, you are free to go to the Ministry of Gender. It is behind City, next to City Square, behind Central Police. Yes. So when you reach there is a reception. You can ask them, I want to know about this company. Is it licensed? And secondly, those who are educated, you can go online. There is that system called EMIS, that the one we say that is helping the ministry to track even we ourselves. These days, when you're going to get a license, you get it through EMIS, and everyone passes through EMIS. When they reach at the airport, they send, once they go, they send you an automated email that 8 girls have gone. You see how far now we are moving. And another way, if you go to the company, mainly if you find a company has no office, like for example, somebody has called you and you met on street, that is an indicator number one. It might be a briefcase company. Much of the companies there on TVs advertising themselves. Well, some they may advertise when they are not licensed, because what I told you, the government is slow in monitoring us, or the Ministry of, when I talk of government, I'm meaning Ministry of Gender. They should monitor us. For example, like before you advertise, you should have that mandate that you have those jobs. And that one will reduce with those traffickers and those briefcase companies. So with such, you can know that this company is licensed. Then lastly, in a layman's language, if somebody has referred you and is abroad and went through that company, did that person tell you the name of the company? Then you'll be good to go. And that is the best way.
So you must have a point of reference.
Exactly. That is my best of way how you can trace that this.
How many people has this company?
Yes. Is a briefcase company or is licensed? If you are, and again, this goes to the whole public. Let people who have benefited in labor come out, and you will have those people calling you and give them references. But the biggest problem, we are selfish. Ugandans were selfish. That's why you cannot know that people, they are going and they are professionals going and getting jobs abroad. Because when they get them, they don't want to tell others. A few who have good heart, they tell them. Because they want to come back when they are big, then you say, hey, he got money, she got money. So we should stop being selfish. We should be, selfless and help others, mentor others, guide others. We create millionaire communities.
Wow, thank you.
Yes,
Mr.
Just to add on, you have seen the incidents, this previous incidents of Turkey. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. At the moment, we are failing to account how many people are in Turkey. You understand? Now, what am I referring to? If you are allowed to be trafficked, the government doesn't know you.
Exactly.
You understand? That's why the government gives us the mandate to be the recruiters. You reason being it, all people who are taken through these companies pass through IMIS and are counted. We shall know this number is in Saudi Arabia, and we always take back returns to the Ministry of Labor. How many have you taken in this particular period?
Yeah.
This number, you understand? Yeah. So if you're trafficked, we shall not know you. The other side. So in case of any problem, whom are you going to talk to? Whom are you asking? Whom will you talk to? And again, it's another big problem we are facing abroad. Because the person who will get a problem abroad, having the same quantity of Ugandan passport, saying he's a Ugandan, but the question is, who took you? How can you begin making a follow-up? You see? So, I'm advising Afro-Ugandans to pass through proper...
The right channels.
Yeah, right channels of witnessed companies.
Yeah. Mr. Hasebo, someone had a question on social media. I know we're going to look at them later on, but the question of what are some of the trainings you give to these people in the curriculum? Are there ideas of financial literacy? Because like we said, someone coming from Palisa, first time getting on a plane, and before they know it, they're earning 1 million shillings. Yeah. They could blow that away and they come back and start from scratch again. So they're asking what could be part of that curriculum that is helping young Ugandans, especially the girls, to get financially literate and prepare them for life abroad.
As we were beginning the show, I talked about that kind of brainstorming. It's our emphasis as a law. You understand? These things are there. I cannot finish all of them at the moment, but it's there in the curriculum. You understand? And it's very open. It's there. These girls are taught. You understand? So the issue is, we are falling back to our training centers. We are going to have a meeting with all the stakeholders, as I told you before. You understand? We want to find out, is the time, as my colleague said, is it the small time of study? Can we increase?
Yeah. How long has been the study?
It has been for
2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's 14 days.
And that's so brief. I mean, if someone really probably hasn't gone to school, I don't think it would be sufficient for them.
That's 14 days. And
information.
And on top of that, as you know, as we are Ugandans, you understand, and we have those local languages we always use. A person will know English, but even you yourself, Anthony, you have your local language. So we are trying to emphasize also this curriculum to come back to the local languages. People can understand, and people study English, because in this curriculum they teach Arabic alongside English, so that these girls have those small key points before they're taken abroad. You understand? So I want the Arabic plus your native language. This word is in Arabic, but you grasp it properly in your own language, then English. You understand? What we're trying to put forward, we as a law, we are looking for those simple things that can be done to calm down what? That noise abroad. You understand?
The outcry.
The outcry. You see, these are very small things. You understand? As I might call them, because an example of a person translating these things to your native language, you'll perceive it in a better way than speaking out of English.
The majority of the people were taking there.
You understand? So these are small things that we are trying to come up as our new association. We have a lot to touch. We have a lot because we are, how old are we?
Yeah, it's 1 month and a half.
One month and a half?
Yeah.
But it's how quickly we are moving. You understand? Yeah. So I'm calling all our fellow directors outside there who are having companies. We have not come to swindle, to do this or this. We have come to sterilize, to make the sector look more attractive and look more better than it has been. You understand? Because our former session, our former friends have been in this sector for over how many years?
10 and above.
10 and above. But we are still having the same things. We are still having the same noise. You understand? We have come up as directors with a genuine mind to fight for this sector as the overseers. We have come with peace and love. You understand? We are not coming to be brutal or to be bosses. You understand? But you are coming to listen to these people we are taking abroad. What is
the possible solution?
What is causing this? Social media. Why are you too hungry? What caused this kind of hunger? My fellow directors, why are you misbehaving? Why are you doing this? Why do you give these people attention? You understand? And then our ladies abroad, as I talked about it before, Minister of Foreign Affairs, my friend Minister of Foreign Affairs, it's you who has the foreign policy.
To better it.
Yes, come, love. Because you know what is failing. What can we do for you? You understand? And we call again the government not to look at us as funny people.
That they love.
We are the stakeholders of this country. We are the boosters of this country. This country is rotating on us. You understand? As my colleague talked about it, there are very many. Everyone is eating from our sector. Everyone is eating from our sector. But because, and what they say, a person in front will always be the first person to be talked about. You understand? Yeah. Our sector, the sector in front, so
it's on top.
It's on top. You understand? So everyone punches. Okay. But this sector is the most strongest sector in the country. So let's handle it with care. Yeah. As we are talking outside there, don't teach your fellow Ugandans. Don't look at the bad side of what we are doing. Look at the good side. As I asked you, this man has taken over how many people? How many people are crying in this company? How many? You make a research. Anthony, let's be Ugandans. You understand? Make a research. Let's not keep quiet. Follow up, because this is now what you're putting forward. Make a research to all companies. Ask them how many have you taken abroad. Ask them how many are crying. You will see
how many have died.
How many have died compared to the situation at the moment in Uganda. You understand? What advantages we have in the other side than at the moment how we are living this past corona season? You understand? This past corona season, if you look at all the industries around, industries that were employing over 100 people are now employing 20 or 30 with a very minimum wage. They're earning, yes. In Uganda, you have people who are earning 150,000, but he's a senior 6 graduate. But a person who has gone abroad is a P7 dropout and is a millionaire. By the way, we're going to begin as Aleu. We're going to begin bringing up successive stories of these ladies who have gone abroad.
I think that would be.
You understand? I want to listen to how these people speak, to what they've done in their villages, to what they've done for their children. You understand? I think that will be a formal way.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kasimu. In conclusion, Mr. Tom, yes, most of the social media comments have been on the concern about the safety of the girl child, and someone was asking to tell us how the challenges faced by workers, especially girls abroad, are being handled. I think we have tried to tackle that a little bit. There's also Sophia in Rukundo was asking about fraudsters, especially for girls. There are quite a number of comments, but they were all concerning the
safety and how we can better this.
And how we are going to handle this. Now, in conclusion, Mr. Tom, what would be your final message out there for the Ugandans in the public, especially those still carrying the negative attitude, but also what would be your message to the people who are already working abroad? You said already you have worked abroad for quite some time. What could be your one single word to them of encouragement, but also of advice not to misuse the time they have?
Yeah, thank you very much. I always call them millionaires, our millionaires watching from abroad. My simple advice is, when you guys came to our companies, you came without a job and without anyone to help. To the extent these guys cannot even raise 20,000. But after working 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you have money to pay for bloggers to abuse us. That is misusing your chance. The blogger, we keep as a blogger because YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, which is trending these days, pays them as long as they get majority views. But you will lose a job and you come back on street. That's when you understand that Thompson told me about this. The thing is, even here in Uganda, we are misusing our peace, our chances. So, girls abroad, take your time, work. Use the experience they trained you in training center. In training center, we give them financial literacy. Financial literacy to know how to use their money, to know how to save their money. These girls, they open up accounts. But what amuses me, a girl can come and tell you I was sending money to my agent, to my boyfriend, and the money is eaten. Why? They don't want to listen what they were trained for. They don't want to listen the good advice. They want to follow the bloggers. Somebody will tell you, I sent money and I gave it to my mama. Look, it's excitement. You've never worked 1 million in your lifetime. Now you're taking your chance. Now you're sending money to the village, to your people, where they cannot even go to the ATM to withdraw the money. Now reaching on the ATM, they have to use the askar there to pick the money. Instead, they exchange the ATMs. By the time you come back, they no money. One of the askar did it to my friend when we were working abroad, and the family shattered. They swindled 16 millions.
Wow.
But we've told you, trust a few people, send the money 1-2 months. If the money eaten, try to change. We have our representatives. Every company has a representative in Saudi Arabia. Use those representatives to guide you. Who are best there? We put them for you. But because you've sent a message today, you want an answer in 2 minutes, they will resort to bloggers. The case is yours. The case is you guys to answer. You're being misled because you leave the point that taken you to work. You leave the company that taken you to work, and you go to bloggers. Where were those bloggers? Where are those people who are misleading these people who are already abroad when you are looking for a job? As my friend said, if we give you 20 girls to employ them, but imagine, I've employed, like right now currently, because people have finished contract, they come back, I have like 3,500. Then one person, when they reach abroad, that's when they start getting aboves. You hear Minister Gundi is calling you, so and so is calling you. You will hear MP, so and so is calling you. But where were those people when you are looking for the job?
Yeah.
The thing, I would love those aboves to come and help us to push the sector to a certain level that when even their relatives go, they are not complaining. I would love the government to come up and empower us, as I've said, and give us a fund that can help us to go. Because we've been looking at these people individually. That's why we're coming up. If we have good number of associations, then we can team up with better solutions, and the externalization of labor will be better. But the people we are taking, you should go through. Remember what they taught you in training. We have like 9 modules. We have smart travel. We have culture. We have orientation. We have, financial literacy. We have, all those, practical, destination country, the way they cook, they do everything. So with that all knowledge, on free, because it is the companies that pay. Really, will you fail to get what can make you pass through in 2 years?
No.
But the problem, majority of the Ugandans who are actually misled. So it's high time. I remember they put VPN on Facebook so as we can limit of what we talk.
Yeah.
A human being is like a computer. It's garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
Good things in, good things out. So if we can know how to use the social media. You see, let me give you a simple example. Our tourism. Before labor hit on top, it was coffee and tourism. But where is tourism now? But do you know what has pulled tourism low? It is poor trading our country. The news we give, they're scaring people away. You see, you talked of Nigerians, the level they are in, and Philippines, the level they are in. They know how to trade their country. Go and see how many tourists go in Kenya, or much of tourism in Kenya. You can find one national park combines the numbers of tourists that came in Uganda as a whole country. Why? They trade their country very well. But here, the information you will see, so and so, in Western Uganda, Ebola.
Example, comrade. Do you remember the girl who came from Dubai?
Yeah.
Whom they brought, this guy, they came from Dubai,
Yeah.
and she was coming to make a wedding here.
Yeah, who did a wedding?
And do you know who welcomed him?
I don't know.
Mr. Tuadis.
You get the point?
I know that.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Our time is fast spent, and I want to say thank you very much for our viewers. There's been a lot of feedback. People are very interested in this topic, and thank you so much for doing us justice, gentlemen. These are from the External Labor Agencies of Uganda, ILAU, a new organization, just 6 weeks old, but doing quite great things so far. Thank you so much for staying tuned and for watching The Point. My name is Anthony. A lot is coming your way. We have the news coming up very shortly, and don't go anywhere. Remember, The Point is a show where we analyze policy and bring on board stakeholders in these different segments of our businesses here in Uganda and abroad and in East Africa, and we get to discuss. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you tune in even next time, and I wish you a very, very lovely evening. Bye for now.